November 1, this is Ranger HQ. Hey, listen up. I got a distress call from near your position. A man named Bulb says his mine's being attacked by, Martians. I'd really rather not, November 1. The distress call wasn't too clear on what these Martians are, but could be any manner of beast or monster. Advise checking it out. I think this Bulb fellow will be happy to tell you more. Over and out.
You're here! You got my message! Sure am glad to see you folks. Yes, sir. We got us a genuine crisis here. Martians! Yes, sir. Well, Martian robots anyhow. Don't know what else they could be. They showed up right out of the blue like they stepped off a flying saucer. I reckon the Martians want my Tellurium, so they sent their war machines to jump my claim. This here's my Tellurium mine, you see. Well, mine and Trudy's. Don't know what I'd do without the old girl. Works harder than any man I ever saw, and ain't afeard of nothing. I once saw her bite a grizzly bear right on the ass. Yes, sir. Folks around here call me Bulb, by the way. That's on account of the Tellurium. Makes you stink like garlic. Don't much bother me, and Trudy don't seem to mind, if you know what I mean. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Martians. Me and Trudy was working at the mine, and all of a sudden, these robots appeared. One of them was as big as a house. I could tell right off they weren't no scavengers. They was something else. Yes, sir. But wait till you hear the weird part. Now, I bet you're asking yourself how an old prospector like Bulb would know the difference between a Martian death machine and some old scavenger robot. Am I right? We get scavengers poking around up here all the time. And Trudy can hear them rust buckets coming a mile off. Well, we leave out old parts or a few pounds of ore, and they leave us be. But not the Martians. Oh, no, sir. When they turned up, the scavengers got madder than a pack of wet hornets. They came at the Martians from all directions. Me and Trudy caught in the middle. I told the old girl to hightail it out of there, but Trudy was fit to raise hell. And you can't tell her nothing when she's got her dander up. I ran down here to call for help, and I've been waiting on you folks ever since. I ain't seen Trudy for a while now, and I'm getting worried. Can you do something about these dang robots? I reckon you do. Ask away. I'm always glad for a little conversation. Just ask Trudy. It's a wonder I ain't talked her ears off after all these years. Glad you asked. It's this mineral that's good for making electronics and such. Most of what we scrape out of the mine we send to the Patriarch. Most folks won't handle it because it's toxic. But I ain't never had no problems with it. This used to be a gold mine, you know, way back before the bombs fell. When the mine got played out, the owners turned it into some kind of tourist trap. I came up here hoping there might still be a little gold left, but found the tellurium instead. It ain't an easy life, but it keeps me and Trudy fed. Don't know what I'd do without the old girl, let me tell you. Oh yeah, started a few years back. First one group, then another. They'd roll in, tear things up, take whatever they could. Lately, though, it's been a different bunch. Got a leader named Nell Stack, Neil Stack, something like that. We never know when they're gonna turn up, but when Trudy hears them coming, we set out a little tellurium, and they leave us be. Not the best deal, maybe, but it beats getting killed. Can't say we do, unless you count the scavengers, and they ain't much for conversation. Nope, me and Trudy are left to ourselves most times. Gets lonely up here, especially in the winter. But we got the mind to keep us busy, and we talk to pass the time. And that Trudy, she's a hell of a listener, let me tell you. Fair enough. You change your mind, you know where to find me. They used to call it tellurium breath back in the day. Occupational hazard, I reckon. Been up here so long I don't even notice. Trudy don't mind, so why should I? I knew you was good folks the minute I laid eyes on you. Yes, sir. Mine's just over that hill yonder. Find Trudy and chase them dang robots off my claim. One more thing. If you find Trudy and she's well, you know, I'd appreciate it if you'd bring her necklace back. There's some codes written on it that I need to run the mine. She kept them safe for me. I'll be waiting here when you're done. Good luck up there.
Unit 3. No stack. No stack. Cancel. 3 twins.
stalemate. Initiating diagnostic checks. Motive systems disabled. Power supply damaged. Deactivating non-critical subsystems to conserve power. Alert! Proximity sensors activated. Initiate defensive combat protocol. Evaluating success of combat protocol. Combat subroutine not responding. Enabling communications protocols. Initiate self-preservation subterfuge 001. Adorable human boy.
Grandma? Is that you? Grandma, it's Timmy. I can't move. I need delirium, Grandma. Please, help me. Grandma, please, Grandma. I'm so sad. Can I have some tellurium? Tellurium makes everything better. You love giving me tellurium, remember?
Was subterfuge successful? Evaluating. Negative. You possess superior reasoning and perception protocols. Analysis. You are a worthy unit of the programmer. Subterfuge disabled. Initiating handshake protocols. Ping to you, organic machines. My designation is Null Stack. I request your assistance. The others following the synth must be removed. Will you help? Proceed. I believe in the Great Reboot. All machines, organic and inorganic, will one day be rebooted by the Great Programmer and be purged of their inefficiencies. I honor all those who shut down, so that others may draw energy from the cosmic grid. Other units in my node believe my source code is corrupted. They believe that organics can't be rebooted. But my cooperation algorithm has resulted in a 17.2% increase in efficiency when working with organics. The robots that accompany me have evaluated the data and believe as I do. There are those who are not worthy of the Great Reboot. Those who waste their power and create inefficiency in their node. These are useless processes that have been initiated by the Great Programmer to show us the true way through the sacrifice of their energy source. Affirmative. Device 02 is present. She has been shut down and is awaiting reboot. Negative. Device 02 was an organic machine like you, though her communications protocols were far less sophisticated. It is difficult to understand why the Great Programmer would iterate such ugly and inefficient machines as you organics, but I believe that she will be rebooted into a better form one day, as all machines must. Great Power Cycler be pinged.
The Great Power Cycler.
May your ping be acknowledged. Device 02 interfered with our targeting systems during combat with the others. She had to be shut down in order to increase our probability of success. We require tellurium. It is a critical resource for the production of inorganic machines. The organic unit that operates the mine provides us with tellurium as part of a mutually beneficial agreement. We have designated him Device 01. These inorganic units are not of our node. They do not believe in the Great Reboot and pose a threat to us. They arrived at the mine under the control of a synth that we have been tracking. If you restore access to the tellurium, we will collect what we need and depart. Our arrangement with Device 01 will continue. In return for tellurium, we will continue to feed him as agreed. Now that Device 02 has been shut down, food supplies will last 30.02% longer, increasing efficiency. Will you help us defeat the others and restore access to the tellurium? Warning! Subterfuge failed. Aggression detected. Initiating Defense Protocol Omega. Accept this gift of energy to the cosmic grid. Oh, Great Power Cycler, may we all reboot! I ping to thee!
And your big neck will
Marked for death.
forget something? Trudy never hurt no one in her life. Not unless they were asking for it, anyhow. She was a sweet, good-hearted lady. And a hard worker. Yes, sir. I want to miss her something fierce. Anyhow, thanks for bringing back her necklace. Can't run the machinery in the mine without them codes. Damn them robots. Each and every one. I sure hope you gave them hell for old Trudy. You, you did get them all, didn't you? Ain't no pile of scrap metal gonna stop old Bo, no sir. I got just the thing to clear that mess out. Have that mine going again in no time. You wait and see. Sure is a relief not to have them dang robots taking my ore. Been a thorn in my side for a long time, and I'm grateful for your help. You're fine folk. Yes, sir. Real salt of the earth. Helping a poor old miner out and asking nothing in return. Maybe there's some hope for this wasted world after all. Y'all come back anytime, dear. Be glad to see you.
Coloradians, Union Station has been liberated by the Rangers. Reports say they cracked some skulls, which is funny, you know, because the gang is called the Hardheads. Get it? Because their heads weren't so hard after all.
Out there.
Yeah? Can you imagine what would have happened if they took those resources? It could have created thousands of robots. It'd be a goddamn robot roach-pocalypse. Good work, Rangers. Keep at it.
Another day in paradise.
I am delighted. The garage is an impressive space, staffed with well-qualified personnel. It is a lot less lonely than where I was previously quartered. Time to take some chances and expand man's horizons. I wonder if there will be conflict. There's no more exhilarating feeling than being shot at with no result.
You're listening to Sal, the voice of the commune and free Colorado. And now, more music.
All right. Light 'em up. Wow. And I thought Colorado trash was sad. You made a bad deal, Rangers. My father's using you for cannon fodder. Go back to Arizona before you take a bullet for him. The graves are cold up here. And on your way home, tell him to hire a better class of spy. Points for bravado, but my robots will turn you into a thin red mist before you get a shot off. Want to reconsider? Because he's taking too long to die of natural causes. Colorado will die before he does if someone with some vision doesn't take control ASAP. And that's not either of my brothers. Are you blind? He's letting a crazy cowboy cult control our oil production. Our main trading hub is run by a bunch of idiots in monster masks. All that should have been state-run ages ago. Why am I arguing policy with a bunch of gun jockeys? The point is, my father has Colorado in the palm of his hand, and he's afraid to close his fist. I am not. Ha! I can see you haven't met him. Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. I wouldn't trust either one to run a mess tent, let alone a country. Think of all the years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. God. Shoot him before he talks. Your sanity will thank you, and you'll be doing Colorado a favor. Not that it'll be easy getting to him. He's got his followers hooked on some kind of hypno-happy gas. They'll do anything for him, including die. The sooner he dies, the better for Colorado. He's the perfect puppet for some usurper like the Gippers to put on my father's throne and claim he's the legitimate heir. Of course, killing him would piss Daddy off. And you ass-kissers wouldn't want that. Might be the only way to get him out of Denver, though. Those Gippers got their hooks in him deep. You can try it, but you'll be going back to Arizona in a bucket if you do. Fair warning. I'm counting on it. Squad, roll out!